Will you review Batman the Long Halloween movie?
Maybe. Maybe not. Maybe fuck yourself.
I make music and make music, I fake music, make music, never worship insane music, so say your prayers and Hail Marys and Jesus, take mistakes.
So if you follow me on Instagram or Twitter, then you know that I recently picked up a copy of Batman the Long Halloween Part 1, as well as Godzilla vs. Kong. And yes, I did get the DVD copy, so feel free to roast me. I got around to watching it, and I figured I might as well talk about it. It was good. That's it. Thanks for watching. Alright, I guess I'll elaborate a little bit. I've been seeing people say this is possibly the best animated Batman movie ever. And I'm just like, dude, Under the Red Hood is right there. Just gonna say that in front of them like that? But really, the best animated Batman movie is up to your own personal preference. But the correct answer is Under the Red Hood. But this is a really good movie and I can't deny that. If you aren't familiar with The Long Halloween, I'll give you the gist of it. No spoilers here, so don't worry. It's based on a 13-issue limited series of the same name that came out in the 90s. And basically, there's a killer on the loose, often people who are connected in some way, and the killer is doing it on the holidays, starting on Halloween. So it's up to Batman, Gordon, and Harvey Dent to figure out how these murders are connected and who's doing them. So it's a mystery detective story with plenty of twists and turns, but also a fair bit of action. Now this is half of the story. Part 2 is coming out soon. And separating this story into 2 parts was a good idea because the comic book run is nearly 400 pages, so that's a lot of story to adapt. And trying to cram the whole story into one movie that's about an hour and a half to 2 hours long wouldn't feel right. Now part 1 clocks in at 84 minutes, and I would like to mention they added a few things here and there to help extend the length. It's just some little things, and it's nothing that would feel out of place or shoehorned in. Like the scene where Batman is chasing Catwoman is longer here than it is in the comic. And there are some extra scenes dealing with Harvey Dent's personal life. Stuff that are fine additions and not out of place like the first 30 minutes of the Killing Joke. So yeah, there are some things added, but it's nothing crazy and it fits right into the story. Now when I first saw the trailer, I wasn't a big fan of the art and animation. It's the newer style that I believe started with Superman Man of Tomorrow. And at first, I didn't care for it. I've grown used to the DC animated universe style. You know, the ones that started with the Flashpoint Paradox and ended with Apocalypse War. And even that took me some time to get used to. But after watching this movie for a bit, I started to dig it. Although there are a few times that the animation feels robotic and their movements are very stiff. That's only a few scenes, and other than that, I think it looks great. It really grew on me. Along with the voice acting, everyone did a pretty good job. My only complaint would be the pacing. It's a pretty slow movie, which is fine because it's going for more of a mystery detective story rather than an over-the-top, fast-paced action one. But there are a few scenes where I feel like it went on longer than it should have, and I think this is mainly due to the actors' line readings being spaced apart. It creates several moments where there are pauses when characters are talking. The voice acting itself was fine, but the extended silence in between characters talking to each other felt a little weird at first. I guess they were doing that to make sure the scenes were slightly longer than they would have been normally, to extend the runtime to make sure they hit the 84-minute mark. That of course is me just speculating, and also me being pretty nitpicky because there's not much to complain about in this movie. It's very solid. Now for me personally, what I really enjoyed was seeing Batman take on the mob and organized crime. I mean, I love supervillains. I love the over-the-top, purely evil, vile villains that Batman fights, and hell, you even see the Joker in this movie. But the main point of the story is organized crime, and the mob bosses who currently control Gotham. This is set early in Batman's career, so it's refreshing to see a story tackle normal gangsters before the supervillains come in. And the story and mystery behind who's doing the killings and how it's all connected is really intriguing, and it kept me hooked the entire time. So even though some scenes felt slower than they should have, I can definitely say that I wasn't bored at all while watching, and I can't wait to see the conclusion in part 2. And yes, I will also get that on DVD. Sue me. Now I didn't want to talk about spoilers in this video because I want you guys to go ahead and watch it. The Long Halloween is a very good story, and so far this is a really good adaptation of it, and part 2 is coming out soon, so can't wait for that. Now if you want a longer, more detailed look at this movie, I recommend V Infuso's video. It's 17 minutes long and he goes in much more detail than me. That's gonna do it for the video, guys. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, go and drop a like on it and leave a comment. Let me know what you think about The Long Halloween Part 1. And I'll catch you next time.